that too many people do not want to talk about. There are many subjects that too many people don't want to talk about, but in this organization, this ministry that God has given, so we must talk about these issues and sexual misconduct in the body of Christ. It is unfortunate that this has come to this, but according to law, we are required to do annual training every year on this subject so that we can stay compliant as a 501c3. It is imperative that everyone takes this course, every leader in EOM and every child care provider that provides services to our children. Now, I need to point out some facts that everyone needs to understand. If you have not had any child care provider experience, it is best that you do not have a children's program. I know that's very hard and difficult for me to say, but if you have not had any training, you should not be doing any child care providing for your organization. Now, if you have had training, to God be the glory, and go full force. But now, in these days, with the showing the very appearance of evil on many people, now the devil is trying to come against the church in every nature as possible. But we're not just doing this because people are trying to come against the church and the enemy is trying to come against the church. That's the avenue the enemy is using and the tactic. But we want to protect our children. So this is in the best interest of the children, best interest of the parents, and the best interest of the organization itself. We want to protect our children. So we want to do everything that we possibly can. Now, you have a collections of videos and audios that you will be listening to during this course. So we want you to take your time. First of all, once you register for this course, we want you to memorize the link once you register. So if you're here, then you need to go ahead and memorize the link and put in your history, or write down the link so that we won't have duplicate publication. Now, these collections of information that we have provided to you, they come from various different sources. And until the Lord bless us with more expertise, we'll be using other expertise from other ministries and other legal advice. And another good legal advice that can give us good advice is the Christian Law Associates, which the link is also provided for you here on this page. But it is very important that we take this matter seriously about sexual misconduct dealing with our children and sexual harassment as we work closer together with our brothers and our sisters. And sexual harassment just don't occur with just women, but it also occurs with men. So we must train you and we must teach you and make you aware that this is happening in the body of Christ, and that we must train you on how to prevent it and how to safeguard yourself and safeguard the people around you and safeguard our children and safeguard our organization. We want our organization to strive for a long time, and the only way that it's going to be able to do that is that we be compliant with the law. It's many of our churches many of the churches around the United States, a lot of people knows about this subject, but a lot of people still are not taking heed to train individuals on this matter. So, but we are growing. We're a growing organization, and it's time that we really put measures in place to protect our children. So please, leaders, I know this is going to be a long session for you to do, but we need to do this. I done been through the training. Yes, believe me, I've been the first partaker. I have listened to all of the videos, and I have listened to all the recordings. And so now I ask that you would do the same. And then you have to download the documents, and you have to sign these documents. And these documents should be placed on records in your local church. you can send them to our Chief of Clerical, which we're going to provide more information to you on that. But go ahead and take the training by the time you get finished the training, because it's going to take you probably about, depends on the individual, if you're really pushing it, probably take you about a week, because I know you have a busy schedule. Now, if you're just somebody that sits at the computer all day, you probably can get it done in one day. But I know that many of you have other obligations, and you're not going to be able to take this all in one setting. So what I want you to do is to take your time, write some questions down if you have questions. And then if questions are not answered by the time you finish with the course, then you're welcome to call the Christian Law Associates, and they'll be able to assist you further in your question. Now, if you do have a question that did not address, we want you also to bring those to us, so that we can also address those questions that you have. And so we'll do that in a big setting. We'll do that in another setting. So, all right, that's it. Thank you.